Hello. So, the last reading I did, I used my own birth chart and did it as a timeless reflective reading. Meaning if you were attracted to watching the reading and resonated with it, then the message was for you at whatever time you happened upon it. And today I saw a Deborah Silverman post about the progressed chart being the internal timing. I have been using the progressed chart for some time. I have used it for timing. I didn't really ever focus on it as the internal timing, but I love that. She's offering a class on it, so you can look that up if it sounds interesting to you. I'm not taking the class or anything. She's an astrologer, if you didn't know. And I follow her on Instagram. So I thought I would do another reading using my chart, but this time the progressed chart. This will be another reflective reading, so it can pertain to you at whatever time you're drawn to it, and whatever portion of it resonates. Just going to ease into this reading, though. Enjoy a few sips of coffee. I have been putting cayenne pepper and cinnamon in my coffee and then drinking it as iced coffee. Yum. I use Vermont Company organic decaf, and I use, what kind is that? Some type of organic coconut milk. I think it's So brand. And I don't think this cup has any, but my newest addition is I picked up some powdered coconut milk. I saw it on a clearance end cap at Walmart one day, and I was like, this is interesting, because I gave up creamer in favor of just coconut milk for my health. And the powdered coconut milk was appealing because obviously it will have a different texture. And anyway, I do add it to my coffee sometimes, and it is really creamy. It adds that creaminess back in. But I didn't put it in this cup. It depends on how I make it, right? If I make it cold before I remember about the cream, the powdered coconut milk, then I don't put it in because it'll be hard to dissolve it. But if I remember it while it's still warm, then I'll put it in. Anyway, the cayenne pepper and the cinnamon addition are just to help with blood flow, circulation, which can assist in oxygen to the cells, and also weight loss. And the reason I drink so much coffee is actually because of the appetite suppressant that it is. Because I usually fast besides the coffee for most of the day. Often I will just eat one meal a day, and usually a snack of some sort. And without that coffee, I'd probably be eating more than one meal a day, to be honest, because I would just feel more hunger, I think. The sweetener I use is honey, and it is delicious. Alright, we'll put that down for a minute, and we will begin. I've been trying to organize guests to visit my home, and it's very, very stressful. And I don't know if it's just the people that I'm around, that I'm inviting, or what, but can't get anyone to solidify plans. So when I'm trying to make plans, I end up giving them options for days, which means while they're considering those days, I can't make plans with anyone else on those days because I've now offered those days to those people. And some of them never get back to me. Some of them decide none of those days work, but they wait days to tell me that, or wait all day to tell me on a plan for the evening. I've had a terrible time trying to make plans with people recently. A lot of family members. I have at least one friend I haven't even been able to try to make the plan with because I've been trying to catch up with these other people so that I can get together with that friend who might even be the one who would actually follow through on a plan. I wouldn't know yet because I haven't been able to offer any days because I keep having it happen where I'll find pockets of time that I'm available, offer it to somebody, and then they don't get right back to me, or they don't get back to me at all. And now I've not invited anyone else for that slot, plus I don't have that slot filled, plus, so it's just like, I'm so, over it. I'm so over it. I am probably not going to invite anyone else to my house. Maybe I'll try this one friend. Now that my schedule's clear, the next time I have a slot, I'll offer it to this one friend. We'll see how that goes, but that, I think, will be my last try. I'm not inviting anyone else. I am just over it. I do not like trying to schedule people into my life. I guess it's spontaneous or nothing. Or you invite me or nothing. That's how it's going to have to be. I am a projector, so I am supposed to wait to be invited. That could be part of the problem. Because I'm also take charge and organized, and I'll handle a situation. But it's not working. And I'm really, 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 it's like a big theme. Oh, I'm realizing as I'm talking about it that maybe this is what I need to see right now in my life. Is that people are not respecting my time. People are not prioritizing my time. People are not prioritizing time with me. Except for my granddaughters, of course. They spend time with me all the time. They follow through. My daughter-in-law follows through. So that's nice. So it's not everybody, okay? So what's this reflecting back to me? I think it's just be discerning. Just realize this about these people and don't keep making plans with them. One of my pet peeves is to say you're going to get together and then not get together. It's been one of my pet peeves for a long time. Oh, why is that a pet peeve? Let's see. Well, guys, I'm going to do this reading after, but right now, obviously, I've plucked into my own shadow here, so I'm going to try to dissect it right now. Because I just realized that's been a theme for a long time for me, is people who say they'll make plans but don't make plans. People who don't follow through on saying they're going to get together. Okay, so if that's been a pet peeve of mine, that means it's been with me for a long, long time. And it's just kind of showing it's just kind of really getting bigger today in these recent days. The past week, I would say, it's really flared up. In that, I live on the lake. So I've been wanting to, share that with the people I love because, it's a nice resource that I have. And I haven't always had a lot to offer and give other people. So I've been trying to offer that to other people, and it has not gone well. And I guess I'm going to go back to guiltlessly enjoying it by myself with my granddaughters, of course, because they have shown up. But yeah, I'm just sick of trying to get people to enjoy it with me. So I'm going to be just not doing that. But what is this showing me? What is it Is it a belief? Let me think. Okay, so I invite somebody, or somebody says they want to get together. I offer them time on a variety of days that I can do it. And they don't choose any of those days, and they don't even get back to me. This isn't just one person, okay? This is many people. What is so bad about that? What is so bad about that? Well, they're not respecting my time. They're not prioritizing me. It's not important enough to them. Okay? So that means I'm investing in people who don't invest in. I'm trying to invest in a relationship that isn't reciprocal. Ooh, okay. Um, Trying to invest in relationships that are not reciprocal. I mean, on the surface level, it doesn't seem like it's that, but when I say that, there is something there for me. So, I mean, unrequited love, it's like one of the major things I'm learning about in this life. So, this is just another aspect of that. I just heard the song by Kesha. Um, I'm proud of who I am. No more monsters, I can breathe again. And you said that I was done, but you were wrong, and now the best is yet to come. You brought those flames and you put me through hell. I had to learn how to fight for myself. And we both know all the truth I could tell. I'll just say this as I wish you farewell. Oh, this made me cry because I just realized it's because people are scared of me. Those people, family members that I've been trying to invite, just don't vibe with me. And I'm winning. Like, I feel like I'm winning, you know? And I wanted to celebrate with them, but they don't want to celebrate with me. But I can make it on my own. I found a love I never knew. Okay, I don't know if this is worth sharing, but this was worth realizing. Let me see if there's anything else here for me. I think it's just a grief. Like, the people I love most in the world don't want to be around me because I'm working so hard to be the best version of me. That's pretty harsh. That's pretty harsh. Like, I'm getting little insights like, oh, they don't want to see me win because they never believed in the process that I've been doing. They don't think that's a winning process. That doesn't follow the formula to success. So if I win with that formula and they doubted me the whole time, then, that shatters their worldview, their reality. So I went to a family barbecue recently, and, you know, something came up about working, and my brother was just, I think he just assumes that I nothing all the time. And I told him that I've been working on a project since February, like that I'm really into. He wanted to know what it was, and I wouldn't tell him because of his doubt. And he's like, "What do you mean?" And he's like, "Oh, he said it's probably a how-to guide or something." I'm like, "I offer that for free on my YouTube channel already." And I don't know, he just mentioned how he would be very surprised if I got my shit together enough to, like, have my car inspected, I guess is what he said. But, or a car that is inspectable, he said. That's what he said. Um, like, it didn't surprise me, so I didn't get upset in the moment, but now I guess I am. Like, allowing myself to feel what is in there about it. And it's like, I don't know, like, I shouldn't be surprised at all that none of these people have any benefit of the doubt for me, or they're not rooting for me, They're not. They wouldn't be like, "Oh, finally she got that win she deserves because she's been working so hard." They would be shocked to acknowledge my wins. I think anything I do have that's a win is like the credit doesn't go to me, you know? Oh, it's really hard to really, like, digest this. So I don't think of these people at all that way. I don't. God. And I work so hard to try to keep everything organized and keep us together, and, like, for that barbecue, like, you know, I was asked to invite everybody. Like, I had to do that organizing part, make sure everyone got the invitation and follow up and know what time and what to bring and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, I did all that effort to organize a group of people who don't support me or want to see me win or care. They don't expect me to do well. Yes, they expect me to be able to invite everyone, organize that way. Yeah, I was really hurt, I think, by that, and I didn't really let myself feel it. So my brother and my eldest son actually wanted to know what my project was once their curiosity was piqued, and I was not willing to tell them what it was. I just didn't tell them because they don't believe in me. And it's one thing for them to have general doubt about me, but I don't want doubt on my specific project because it's a baby. And, I'm nurturing it and I'm growing it and I'm putting months worth of effort into creating it. And I just had to protect it from them. And that's crazy. It's pretty crazy. This might be part of the reading, you know? We were to share this part of a reading, for me, what this is right now is, maybe my progress chart will show it. I haven't looked at the progress chart yet. I purposely wanted to look just while I was doing the reading, but I think what it will be, there's probably going to be something in there about just this internal timing of me realizing the lack of support in the people around me. But it's not because they're bad people, you know? They're basing it on their own experiences, right? And what they've observed and concluded about me given my experiences that they've seen. They don't know my internal process. They don't know all the work I've done. And they certainly haven't wanted to know. And when I tried to share that with them, they didn't want to know anything about it. So it's like they only wanted to know the part that they thought they could tear down. Because it hasn't happened yet. Oh man, that's fucked up. So fucked up. And then my internal process is revealing it to me now in a bigger way, right? I knew it was there subtly, but I never really looked at it the way I'm looking at it right now. And it's not just my siblings, it's my mother. She probably does it unconsciously, but yeah, oh man. I've seen her seed drama into our relationships with each other, our sibling relationships. I've seen my mother seed drama into the sibling relationships, knowing anyone in common sense would know that it would cause issues, but she'll just do it. I feel a little deflated on this, but also willing to take more space, but not willing to write them off or count them out or anything like that. But the superficiality of the relating, inability to have repair conversations, inability to apologize, to care about each other, me too, by the way. I've been in those patterns too. I would like to break out of them, but it does take two to have a repair conversation, I can't just well, I can have my side of the conversation, but it doesn't repair it because the other party never wants to get in deep or be vulnerable or authentic, Maybe I didn't before either. So internal timing for me is a time where I'm willing to look at the deeper gunk in my fourth house and my third house. Yeah, third and fourth house right now is really highlighted for me right now, with the sibling relationships, the communication issues, and the patterns. And it wasn't just my brother. It's other siblings as well, but I just didn't have specific examples that I felt comfortable sharing about them. So, this, my brother is, he's not going to be like affected negatively by me sharing what I shared, but my other siblings may be affected negatively by me sharing what how it was like. So I won't do that. Okay, let's take a look. Whew. Well, your career, okay. Now, just so you know, I'm reading this as if you're me, okay? I'm reading this as if the reading isn't for me, but it's for you. Your career may be a big focus right now. That's where you can shine. There's deep transformation going on with who you are overall, and it may be seen publicly. I'm just going to read this as if it's you because I don't want to get my biases in, but obviously I was like, whoa, I just shared publicly something transformative for me. But anyway, let's keep going. North Node just entered the 12th house, so as far as like life purpose, what you're here to complete and do and learn, right now you may be learning about things about the 12th house, like hidden enemies, where you're working against yourself, weaknesses that you didn't know you had, fear of the unknown, and and just like all kinds of stuff that you may not have been aware of before that have been negatively affecting you in some cases. What you can devote yourself to is really highlighted right now, but also very unclear. It's like you haven't pinned down what you are devoted to. There's some, oh, this means there's some conflicting values. Making a values list, what's important to you, and then putting it in order of priority would probably help you right now. Very important, I heard. Yeah, there's a need to care for yourself through this chaos and discord that's happening, and it's coming from nowhere and everywhere, seemingly. You have a lot of support around you, and etherically, energetically, even if it's not in 3D. But there's just like some chaos, discord, and it might hurt. And it might really help you scrape to the bottom of who you really are. There may be a announcement of a pregnancy. But I do think that you're all set up and prepared to self-care through any of these changes that you're going through. And not just like your body, but also your mind. You're ready to self-care your mind and see what a beautiful mind you have. Um, yeah, what you've committed to in the past, you start to see the details about it. You start to see how it affects you from day to day life. And you start to see where it's holding you back. Wow. You may meet somebody new, somebody that is devoted to you, or you're devoted to them, or both. It's going to be out of nowhere, maybe shocking and mysterious. It may be a Scorpio. Okay. It's like the lines of love are very blurred for you, but you're sort of looking at the bones of it. Like, what is love? And you are clearing up illusions that you have about it. Some of these are like a slow burn, like you've been learning for a while what the illusion is. And also looking at what your own effort is in it. And like, is effort involved? Is effort involved in love? Is that an illusion? Is there a balance between effort and ease in love? Transformation that you've been through is supporting you in figuring this out, like in seeing the truth. And then you may very well be able to communicate about it. You will be receiving the fruits of your labor in a way that is not what you expect. Something very unexpected is happening here, internally. This turning point was a long time coming, and it is affecting your career, how you're seen in the world. And what you devote yourself to. And where you put your efforts, where you invest your time. How much you invest in yourself and in your career. Wow. What you're learning about with your will and your drive and where you put your effort is like a karmic thing. Like, that's part of like the major stuff that you wanted to learn. So pay attention to what you're learning about that right now. About where and what you put your efforts into. And then how you interpret that to what it means about you. I just heard you may be crumbling some beliefs about what it means about you, right? Like, maybe you believed your level of investment in certain things meant something about you that it doesn't mean. But this getting right with the bones of what love is so going to change how you express how you feel on the surface. How people who know you see you express your feelings is going to change. And it was always meant to change. It's karmic for it to change. I have a feeling that it's saying, like, you won't be holding back in certain places where you may have held back before. But not in like a mean way, in like a loving way. And it won't be superficial. This is something that is changing, in the core of who you are. Like, you're eradicating a really deep shadow around love, expectations, what it means, what's expected of you, the image other people have of you, and where you hold that within yourself. It's like you're excavating that, and this was going to be like a major part of your life's work, and that allows you to show your heart, openly on the surface without all the baggage anymore. I just heard people thought you shined before. And then I just was reminded of this meme. It said something about shine so bright you burn their fucking eyes out. Made me laugh. Wow, this is really interesting. Okay, anything else here? Communication and the transformation that you've been through is what's helping you kind of get to the root of what is love. And not just from this earthly realm, but also like higher love. Bring me a higher love. I will wait for it. I'm not too late for it. Okay. We've got North Node, Trine, Juno. And the North Node is transiting over here to sit Juno. Yeah, the North Node, there's some sort of fated commitment, something that you're going to commit yourself to, and it's fated. So this is all internally, right? We're looking at this chart as if it's internal timing. So there's a lot going on within you right now. I don't think it necessarily shows on the surface. You've got a solid sun in Capricorn on the surface. You look very put together, very organized. No one would even know that there's an ocean of movement within you right now. And I just heard, like, and you're just letting it happen. You're allowing, you're not resisting, and that's why it doesn't feel bad. The changes don't feel bad because you're not resisting them. Saturn and Neptune are there making you look at what it is you've been devoted to. Why were you devoted to that? In what way are you physically devoting yourself to things that are just a result of stories that you've told yourself that are not necessarily true, that may have incorporated hidden enemies into your story in a way that you weren't aware of? You can easily see the patterns of where you're being victimized or abused. Yep. Degenerate here, opposite Palace Athene. You're seeing the patterns of where you've been victimized or abused. And I think a lot of these are places where people you were devoted to were doing it. People who, or organizations that you devoted yourself to, where they're undermining you. I heard also where they're not reciprocal. Where they're a mirror, where they're showing you something about yourself. Because if you're in relationship with somebody who is always undermining you, that's a reflection of you allowing yourself to be undermined. So why would you allow yourself to be undermined, and look at that? And is that a pattern that maybe originated in childhood? Is that a belief that you have that you'll always be undermined by someone, so why not let it be that person? Whatever it is, trace it back. You can neutralize the energy on that and heal from it, meaning clear up any misunderstandings that are causing it to reverberate in your reality. So clear up the misunderstandings about where what's acceptable and for you in your life. Once you see it, you can't unsee it. It's set up that way. I think your turning point is going to be publicly seen, maybe even by the world. Interesting. So, but if this is a internal timing reading, it's like just showing yourself to the world in a way that you hadn't before. Okay, I'm gonna say that's the reading.